Every time you send a discount, you're telling your customer something. You're telling them your product is not worth what the price tag says. And once they believe that, you cannot take it back. Most shop owners think discounts are the fastest way to make money. Sales are slow? Send a 20% off email. Welcome flow? Not working? Add a 10% code. Customer about to leave? Hit them with a win-back discount. But here's what actually happens. Discounts do not make people loyal. They do the opposite. They teach your customers to wait for the next sale. They attract people who will never pay full price. And over time, they kill one thing, the feeling that your product is actually valuable. I'm Marc, co-founder of Relane. We have worked with over 100 online brands, including Snox, Foot Locker, Bosch. Our clients see a 41% repurchase rate and a 55% increase in customer lifetime value within 12 months. Not through discounts, through understanding how people actually think and buy. Here's what this video covers. First, the real reason why discounts hurt your brand, explained simply. Second, a real story from a client that proves the problem is almost never the price. And third, 3 things you can do instead starting this week. About a year ago, we started working with a brand that sells non-alcoholic beverages, and they were giving discounts at every single touch point. Welcome email 15% off, win-back email 20% off. On the surface, the revenue numbers looked okay, but when we looked closer at the data, something was off. Fewer and fewer customers were buying at full price. They had been trained. They would add products to their cart, leave the website and just wait, because they knew a discount email was coming. So we ran a survey. We asked 2 groups of customers. One group had bought only once, the other group had bought multiple times. Here's what we found. The one-time buyers said the product was too expensive. That was their main reason for not buying again. But the repeat buyers, they paid the exact same price and they loved the product. Their satisfaction score was above 80 out of 100. The one-time buyers, barely above 50. Same product, same price, totally different experience. So what happened? The one-time buyers came in through a discount. They were trained from the start to see this product through a price lens. They never connected with the real reason. People coming back to this brand again and again. This is the big idea. Discounts do not just lower your price, they lower how valuable your product feels. There is a concept from psychology called costly signaling. It sounds fancy, but it is simple. People trust things that are expensive, hard to get or hard to fake. When you hold your price, you send a message. And that message is, we believe in what we do. We do not need to beg you to buy it. When you discount, you send the opposite message. You are saying, we are not sure this is worth what we are asking. And here's the part most people miss. People do not actually want low prices. What they want is to feel like they got a win. There's a difference. A 20% discount that everyone gets is not a win. It is just cheaper. But a limited product that you had to sign up early to get, that feels like a win. A personal message from the founder based on what you bought, that feels like a win. The feeling of winning comes from context, from scarcity, from feeling like you are part of something, not from paying less. Let me give you another example. We worked with a company that sells certifications for construction workers. Very specific niche. They had discounts on everything. Every email was 10% off, 15% off. So we changed the entire approach. Instead of leading with discounts, we built the whole strategy around one thing their customers actually care about: their certification expiring. If a construction worker's certification runs out, they cannot work. And when construction stops, companies lose thousands of dollars every single day. So we send weekly emails about legal updates, regulation changes, certification deadlines, tips to avoid expensive delays. We still sold the trainings, but the reason people bought was no longer the price. It was because the emails were useful and urgent. They actually helped people. This is the difference between a discount strategy and a psychology strategy. One makes your product feel cheaper and the other one makes it feel more valuable. So what do you do instead of discounts? Here are 3 alternatives that actually work. Number 1, scarcity. Instead of lowering the price, limit who can get it. Release a small batch of your best product with special packaging. Make it available to only existing customers for 48 hours, no discounts, same price. This works because it changes the question the customers had. Instead of asking, is this worth the money? They start asking, can I get it before it's gone? This is a completely different decision and your margins stay the same. Number 2, identity. People buy things that match who they think they are. When you discount, you attract people who care about price. When you build identity into your brand, you attract people who see your product as part of their life. What does this look like? Your emails, your post-purchase experience, your loyalty program, they should all make the customer feel like they belong to something. A fitness supplement brand, for example, should not sell 30% off their protein powder. They should sell the fuel that serious athletes choose. Same price, but the product feels more valuable. Number 3, effort. This is one of the most powerful ideas in psychology. When people put effort into something, they value it more. Think about IKEA furniture. You build it yourself, and even though it is harder, it feels more valuable to you than furniture that came fully assembled, just because you did the work. In your emails and CRM, this means asking customers to do something before they get a reward. Complete a quiz, share their story, refer a friend, give feedback on the product. The effort itself creates attachment, and customers who feel attached do not need discounts to come back. The brand with the non-alcoholic beverage I told you about earlier, after we replaced their discount-heavy approach with identity-driven campaigns and smarter segmentation, their full price conversion rate recovered within 3 months. And their repeat purchase rate went up because they stopped attracting deal hunters who were never going to buy again without a code. Now let me be clear. I'm not saying you should never run a promotion. There are moments where it makes totally sense. Clearing out seasonal inventory, for example. Launching a new product. You're rewarding your best customers with something exclusive. But there is a big difference between a smart pricing decision and a habit of discounting because you do not know what else to do. Most brands discount out of habit, and that habit is slowly killing their margins, their brand, and their customer relationships. So now you know the real psychology behind why discounts hurt your brand. And you have 3 alternatives that actually work. If you want to see where your retention stands and whether discounting has been quietly hurting your numbers, take the free retention score. It takes 5 minutes. It shows you exactly how your CRM compares to the best online brands out there. The link is in the description. If this changed how you think about discounts, please subscribe. I go deep on retention psychology every single week. See you on the next one.